Everyone, and welcome back to the MLG Championships. Golden Boy alongside Wisdom here. Now it is back to business as High Society ended up coming up big with that victory in that first game, winning in the overtime domination matchup, which is something I can't even believe I even said, because we ended up having a 150 to 150 tie in domination on Sovereign. But now it is all up to search and destroy on Warhawk between these two teams. I don't know who's going to be able to take this one, Wisdom. This is tough, but I think Conquer's going to be able to fight back on it.
Yes, I think I mentioned this earlier, but Nex known in the community as an S&D star, so I think expect to see him make some big plays and expect to see hopefully Example steps up. I'd like to see him make some moves here.
That's true, because I was talking with Ego before the event. He was like, dude, Example is like one of the best players like I've ever played with. And I was quite surprised, and seeing here, Example hasn't really been that standout player, but I know how talented he is. So we'll see what Example can do as he will be making his way around. B is going to be surrounded. Nex is going to be on that full flank. No one is going to be privy to that one just yet. And no one's looking, Wisdom. No one's looking. He's going to be able to cap at least 1 and 2, able to find one player. That's going to immediately focus their attention aside. Nex taking out a second. He might go for the third, finding him as well. Going for the fourth. Is he going to make it? Can Nex do it? Oh my goodness, ring around the rosy right around here. But Nex, a big flank to make that 3-0 for his KD. What a first round for him.
Great plays on his part. He took out Prophet, he took out Chance, he took out Brian.
Wow.
Amazing map awareness. He knew exactly where those guys were gonna pop out, and I think that's part of what the struggle for the Halo players is, making that transition, is they don't quite know the timing of COD yet, because from what I understand, the Halo scene has a bit of a different timing when it comes to game modes compared to Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's been a comparison made a lot throughout the weekend. But it is good to know that, High Society, they have been around the scene for quite some time. So, like guys like Bruce, he's been here. He's grinded COD for a while. So it's something that he can easily pick up on. But it's good to reference, how like the changes between these two games, because you do have people who are watching this from, who are in other communities watching this event and saying like, why go this route? Why do that? And of course, it's great to just see that heads up play definitely in effect there. Now, another thing to point out, I liked, Nex able to get that another kill. That was actually going to be on Nifty there, and it seems like High Society doesn't have an answer quite yet. But with that said, it is going to be 2 versus 2 here. What is High Society going to do? Who has the bomb here? And the bomb actually is going to be down inside of the mid building.
Yeah, bomb is down over by the B bomb site. And let's go on board with Brian here. Brian's going to be sitting midstream. He's just going to be chilling. It is a 1v2 situation now. Nex did get taken out, so it's now Example versus Brian and Chance. 23 seconds left. Example, not a lot of time, needs to make something happen. And he does have the bomb, so one-on-one situation now. It's him versus Chance, and he is going to go for this bomb plant, but Chance is just around the corner from him.
Yeah, he heard him. He heard him go for that bomb plant. Let's see. Bomb's gone down. He saw him run away. He tries to go for the shots right through that tarp. They're not going to happen. And a big clutch there by Example. You said it, Wisdom. Example needed to step up. Definitely did so here, as he was able to secure that one. 3 kills for him on that round as well. Wow. Or actually, excuse me, that was 2 if I'm correct. And he got 1 in the last game. He was able to pick up that 1 kill. So yeah, overall, just a great performance by Conquer to open things up here on Warhawk Search and Destroy.
And this is what we needed to see Conquer do. After losing the rematch of Dom on the last map, it was important for them to come back and start out strong, and that's exactly what they're doing right now.
Yeah, I think that when you look at what happened in that last game, Conquer is very, very aggravated with that situation. They were up 9 points going into the half, and they were feeling pretty confident. Then the game domination Sovereign ended up leaving them at one point. It ended up escaping them. But you actually pointed out here, Nifty is going to be on the prowl and not able to get a shot on that one. Defense, though, for this team, as Nifty's going to wait around the side. He's trying to see if he can get a pre-fire here, but not finding anyone just yet. No one. It's going to be Nex and Nifty all by their lonesome. Some shots are going to be exchanged through the tarp. Nex has to back up wisely on that one. Look for that one player on the flank. Who is that going to be? It's actually going to be Brian finding him, and that's going to close it out.
Brian, good read on his part. Nex and Nifty were bunched up, and unfortunately, they lined up nicely for Brian.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's great when you have a teammate and you could just say, all right, listen, I'm going on the flank. I have them. I have the read. This is going to happen. And then, to be able to execute on that play, it's a very satisfying feeling. So right now, the way it stands, though, this is still anyone's game. And let's actually go ahead and give some love to High Society here on the defensive side, see what their split is going to be. It seems as if it's going to be a 2-2 split, 2A, 2B. Seems pretty standard nonetheless. But we got a little pressure that's being applied over here by A from Conquer. I like that move because it makes them believe that they might try and go A and makes them play a little bit more timid in this area, and also could result in a rotation, especially considering that they ended up losing a player.
Yes. I mean, do you see Chance, like you said, he is pushed up on the A-bomb site. He's actually going to start poking towards this mid-street now. He isn't going to find anyone right in front of him. There is one player that's just around the corner, though, if he peeks out, but I don't think he's going to. Conquer playing this very safe and don't want to feed into High Society any more than they have to.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in time, just do classic COD. Play D. That's it. You know what I mean? That's more or less what it's about here. You don't want to try and force unnecessary gun battles, but there's going to be a person right around the corner here. Chance has to be careful. He is going to get picked off. That's going to be unfortunate, as that was actually going to be next with the stop there on Chance. Nifty all by his lonesome, and he's not doing too hot here, Wisdom. 0-2 in the count.
Not good. That's not something we want to see. I'd like to see him at least put one kill on the board here. He is going to pull out that sniper rifle, but he's taking shots from the right-hand side, and he gets taken out.
It's a great feeling when you have full command of the map and when you can think to yourself, like, yes, I know exactly where they're located. Like, it's a really, they knew he was in there the entire time. Obviously, they were able to put some shots in him. I mean, either that or they got a read on it. I switched over, so I couldn't really tell, but you could just obviously see that Conquer, they had the read, they knew where they wanted to go, and it was confidence all in all.
Yes. Conquer, their heads are in the game. They're playing this one round at a time, and it's showing in the fact that they're 3-1 right now, or they're up 3 rounds, sorry. Next, going 6-2. That's what we like to see from him. Example, also Sambia going 4-1. He goes 0-4 right now, but they've got the backpack on.
Well, I mean, you have Nifty and you have Ego. Ego was able to get a kill there, so let's go ahead and give some love to Ego. Actually rounding up 2 kills there around the B bomb site. It's going to be a good look for Ego. And let's actually see what is going on here on the map. Taking a look right now, you can actually see the B bomb site. Example and Ego are going to be rounding off the back here. Going over now to Nifty as he's going to get dropped, and that's going to result in a 4-1 here for Conquer. I expected them to do very, very well in Search and Destroy.
Yes.
I had that confidence in Conquer, specifically, because of one player, and that was Next. He brings that mindset to the team, teaches them those strategies. What he does, he's an early adapter when it comes to Search, and it's showing right now.
Definitely. And we do see, like Alex mentioned here, Ego did pick up 2, so nice little 2-piece, make him 2-4. The young prodigy, Nifty, 5-2 on top. High Society, what do you think High Society need to do at this point to get back in the game? I
mean, honestly, it's just a matter of whether or not they're going to be able to they have to get the early pick, right? And something I've been noticing here is that High Society, every single round, it's been they go down first, they lose one player first, and there you go right there. Nifty ends up getting taken out. He's 0-5 right now. He's not doing his team a service running out there. He needs to be a shot caller, needs to be eyes and ears for his squad. And now, you have Brian up as well as Chance. High Society going up against 4 members. 3. Ooh, 2. Scratch that. I apologize. Brian able to pick up a lot of kills here as we go ahead and pop out this mini-map. Let's see. Could be an encounter any second now.
Yeah. We did see Brian pick up a kill on Ego, so there's a 2v2 situation, Brian and Chance versus Next Example. I don't know if I agree with them necessarily being this spread out on the map, but at this point, we do see Next pushing up onto that A-bomb site, doing a bit of scout work and making sure the A-bomb site is clear as Example starts to push in. There is going to be one player to his right, so he does need to check this alleyway here. He's on his right-hand side. Good kill on Chance, and Brian left alone.
That's right, so that's going to open up the A-bomb site here for Example to do something. As you can see, the one player creeping around the side, and he looks like he is going to be able to get that bomb down just yet. Jumping on over to Brian here, he's going to get picked off. That's going to result in a defeat there, as it is going to be 5-1 here in favor of Conquer, as they are on the money. Taking a look at the final kill cam next. Great read by him. Player came right out of that double story, and that was it.
Next, nice little kill count to finish off here, and this is map point for High Society.
Very true.
You don't want to go into Blitz only winning 1 round on S&D.
It's demoralizing, and I think Conquer's just doing such a splendid job, Wisdom, of controlling pacing, right?
Yes.
Talk about that all the time. Every cast I do, I'm a big fan of that because that's how I approach competitive gaming. I'm always just thinking about, like, you know what, you have to be the one in demand. You have to be the one in control. And that's kind of like a standard thing at this point. But I appreciate the way that Conquer is going about this here. And they're really just, they're setting the tone. They're telling high society, listen, you won that domination game in overtime. Good job. You want a cookie? Here you go. We'll give you a cookie. It's called a 6-1 S&D victory. But spoke too fast because it seems like example of Nex, where Nex is going to be by himself, able to find one player. Going in for the second. He's going to secure that one. That's going to make it into 1v2, and he gets picked off for the end there. But he is 10-4 at this point in time, Wisdom. Wow.
Nex is showcasing S&D skills right now. If you guys want to learn how to play S&D, watch this guy stream because this guy knows what he's doing.
He's on the money. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that Nex is one of the best early adopters when it comes to search and destroy. I'll say it every single time a new Call of Duty comes out. He's just that kind of player. He reads the game so well when it comes to search, naturally talented when it comes to that game type. Not that many players have that, you know, so it becomes a vital thing. That's why I know Conquer went and picked up Nex. But I think the other thing too here, another key for Nex is something that's been different for him. He's worked on his attitude quite a bit, you know, and I have to give him all the credit in the world when it comes to that. But it seems like the bomb is going to go down over by the B bomb site. That is going to be Ego. As let's see here, jumping on over. Oh, I apologize. Looking over at Brian. He's going to find one player. Now it's going to be a 1v2. Looking over to the side. Now, if he breaks this gate, he has to lure him out. He has to make him believe that he's going to be charging over there because they heard the gate open. 27 seconds left on the clock. Player's going to be inside of that garage there. Turn around. No, he's not going to find him, but he is going to be identified. He could get taken off from behind, and that is going to do it there. Conquer able to take game number 2, 6-2. Now we're going to a game 3 blitz. Man, what a matchup there. And I feel like Conquer got their redemption.
Absolutely. I mean, looking at these stats here, Example went 5-2 with 2 bomb plants. Nifty 6-5 with the bomb plant. Ego 4-6 with the bomb plant. So he did step it up. He was, I think,
he was like 0-4 at one point.
Yeah, he was about 0-4. And then Nex, of course, 12-5. Nex didn't pick up the bomb, but he didn't need to. He was controlling the map, protecting the bomb planter, and everyone else just picked up the slack. And
it's a scary thing when you have to play Nex in Search and Destroy. So, all right, we have Blitz coming up next here, guys. Let us know who you think is going to go and take the W. Make sure you use the hashtag MLGCOD, and we'll go ahead and talk about it. I'm Golden Boy. This is Wisdom. We'll see you in just a little bit. Game 3 coming up next.